Some people in your life are not weak. They are strategically weak. They survive by draining others. History shows a dangerous pattern. The more you try to save certain people, the more they destroy you. You help them, you defend them, you stand with them, and one day they blame you, betray you, or disappear. Machiavelli warned about this centuries ago. There are people you should never try to save, not because you are cruel, but because saving them slowly destroys your power, your peace, and your future. And the last type is the most dangerous of all. Most people grow up believing one simple idea: helping others is always good. Be kind, be supportive, be generous, and life will reward you. But reality does not work like this. Sometimes helping people does not create loyalty. It creates dependence, and dependence slowly turns into disrespect. You give time, they ask for more. You give support, they expect more. You give loyalty, they demand sacrifice. This is the dangerous illusion of saving people. Machiavelli believed that people respect strength more than kindness, because kindness without limits looks like weakness, and weakness invites exploitation. Many people don't attach to helpers because they love them. They attach because helpers are useful, because helpers solve problems, because helpers carry emotional weight, because helpers sacrifice themselves. And once people see that you always save others, they start seeing you as a tool, not a person. This is where most people make a fatal mistake. They think helping will create appreciation, but in reality, it often creates expectation, and expectation slowly turns into control. So the first type of person you should never try to save is the constant victim. The constant victim always has problems. Life is always unfair to them. People are always against them. Nothing ever works in their favor. They complain, they suffer, they struggle, but they never change. You try to help them. You give advice, you give support, you give time. But months later, they are in the same place again. Same problems, same mistakes, same excuses. Because the victim mindset is not a situation, it is an identity, and identity is powerful. Victims receive attention. Victims receive sympathy. Victims receive emotional support. So without realizing it, they protect their suffering. Because suffering gives them importance. They don't want solutions. They want rescuers. They want someone who listens, someone who supports, someone who carries their emotional burden. If you keep saving them, you become part of their system. You become their emotional oxygen. And without you, they feel uncomfortable. But with you, they never grow. This is why saving constant victims traps you in endless emotional labor. Machiavelli would say, never invest your energy in people who refuse to change their reality. Because you are not helping them, you're feeding their weakness. The second type is the manipulative loyalist. This person looks loyal, they look supportive, they look caring, but their loyalty has a hidden cost. You will hear phrases like, after everything I did for you, I was always there for you. I supported you when no one did. At first, it sounds emotional, it sounds honest, it sounds loyal, but slowly it turns into pressure. They remind you of their help. They remind you of their support. They remind you of their loyalty again and again, until you start feeling guilty, until you start feeling obligated, until you start feeling obligated, until you start sacrificing your own needs. This is emotional debt manipulation. They give help not to support you. They give help to control you. Because once you feel indebted, they gain power over your decisions. Your time becomes theirs. Your loyalty becomes theirs. Your choices become theirs. This is not loyalty. This is psychological leverage. True loyalty never demands sacrifice. True loyalty never creates guilt. True loyalty never controls. Machiavelli understood this deeply. People often use kindness as a weapon. They give so they can demand later. So the moment loyalty starts feeling like pressure, step back. Because loyalty should feel safe, not heavy. The third type is the energy drainer. This person is always negative, always tired, always complaining, always bringing problems. Every conversation becomes heavy. Every interaction feels exhausting. You try to motivate them. You try to support them. You try to stay positive. But after spending time with them, you feel mentally tired, emotionally drained, unfocused. Because energy drainers survive through emotional dependence. They release their stress into others. They unload their frustration. They transfer their negativity. And slowly, your mind becomes filled with their problems. Your focus weakens, your motivation drops, your peace disappears. The dangerous part is they don't even realize what they are doing. They simply survive by draining emotional energy. And if you keep saving them, you slowly lose your own mental strength. This is why protecting your energy is not selfish, it is survival. Distance is survival. Distance is sometimes the healthiest decision. Now comes the silent threat, the fourth type, the silent competitor. This person smiles in front of you, supports you in public, talks nicely with you, but secretly they compete with you. They watch you carefully. They observe your progress. They study your weaknesses. They wait for your mistakes. They don't attack directly. They don't show jealousy openly. They stay calm, quiet, friendly, but inside they are measuring everything. Your success makes them uncomfortable. Your growth makes them insecure. And one day when the opportunity comes, they step ahead of you, or they distance themselves, or they quietly damage your image, because silent competitors don't fight loudly, they move silently. Machiavelli warned that hidden rivals are more dangerous than open enemies, because open enemies are visible, hidden rivals are invisible. Saving such people is dangerous, because they observe your kindness, but they use your trust as advantage. So always trust behavior more than words, because actions reveal intentions. Now we enter the most dangerous category. The fifth type is the betrayer. This person accepts your help, accepts your support, accepts your loyalty. But when the situation changes, they turn against you. You help them in difficult times. You defend them in public. You stand with them when no one does. But later they protect their own image, their own benefit, their own survival, even if it means hurting you. Because for some people, loyalty is temporary. Help is temporary. Relationships are temporary. Only self-interest is permanent. Machiavelli understood human nature clearly. People stay loyal when it benefits them. When benefit disappears, loyalty disappears. Saving such people is dangerous, because you invest emotionally, but they think strategically, and strategic self-interest always wins over emotional loyalty. So never invest deeply in unstable people, because betrayal is not always personal. Sometimes it is simply their nature. And finally, the sixth and most dangerous type, the self-destroyer. This person constantly ruins their own life. Bad decisions, bad habits, bad relationships, bad choices. Again and again. You try to help them, you guide them, you support them, you stand with them, but nothing changes, because some people are addicted to chaos. They create problems, they repeat mistakes, they ignore solutions, and slowly they pull others into their destruction. If you stay close to them, their chaos becomes your stress, their problems become your burden, their downfall becomes your emotional weight. Machiavelli believed that trying to save destructive people is dangerous, because you cannot save someone who is committed to destruction. You can only protect yourself. Sometimes walking away is not cruelty, it is wisdom. Sometimes distance is not selfish, it is survival. Sometimes letting go is not weakness, it is strategy. Machiavelli's ruthless lesson is simple. Be kind, but never naive. Help people, but choose wisely. Support others, but protect your energy, because power comes from selective mercy, not blind generosity, not emotional sacrifice, not unlimited kindness. You are responsible for your peace, your time, your energy, your future. Not everyone deserves rescue. Not everyone deserves loyalty. Not everyone deserves your emotional investment. The strongest people are not heartless. They are strategic. They observe. They understand. They choose carefully. And they protect their inner world. So the next time you feel the urge to save someone, pause. Observe. Think. Ask yourself one question. Is this person trying to grow, or are they trying to survive through you? Because this one question can protect your entire future. If you have ever helped someone who later betrayed or drained you, write in the comments. Strategic kindness only. And if you are building a calm, disciplined and powerful mind, subscribe to Ilu Codex. Because understanding human nature is the first step to protecting yourself. And the strongest people are not the ones who save everyone. They are the ones who know exactly who deserves to be saved.